Alrighty. Okay. Exciting news today. The rest of the world's already taken a peek at it, but our work days are over, and King Z and I are about to sit down and check out the first look, the first real trailer for the Superman Legacy movie coming through apparently July 11 next year. The hype is building. I think the hype is real. I'm going to bring King Z in. We're going to take a quick peek at it together. We both already seen it. We're just going to watch it again so we can kind of refresh, and then we'll give a little breakdown, a little highlights and low points. I don't think there's a lot of low points, dude. I honestly don't. I'm feeling like I think this is a good thing. I think Gunn's heading down the right path. But why don't we shoot us over to the side so we don't get those takedown things everybody else got, and roll it. Sound of my end. Liking the vibe of the overlay, the music, that electric, digging that.
Home. Take me home.
There's the shot.
Superman.
So I couldn't hear any of that. Was I not supposed to hear any of that?
I don't know.
Did you hear all of that?
Yeah.
Did you hear anything I said over that?
Yeah.
Okay, just checking. I don't want the sound wasn't on for me, but anyway, let's get to chatting, dude. What did you think?
I think
where are you at?
I like the cut of the trailer because it's all kind of like a flashback as he's laying there, just like all whipped up. Like you start off when you see Superman, you're not expecting to see him like bloodied up at the very beginning of his own trailer.
Dude, I was initially skeptical of that, right? I'm like, oh, come on. The little teaser from yesterday, it's like it's look up, it's Superman, it's everybody gawking at him because he's new and powerful or whatever, and he shoots out into the sun and everything, and then there's this. And then it occurred to me, and I'm like, dude, you know what? The big complaint everybody has about Superman is that he's invincible. You know what I mean? So they got that shit right out of the way. Like, no. He's already been in a scuffle and got it handed to him. Like he was overpowered temporarily, and he's relying on the bestest boy to help him out. I thought that was good. I hope they don't overuse the dog. I hope they don't overuse Crypto. Like set him up early and then have Superman call for his help at the end, at that pivotal moment at the end of the movie to charge him back up. And I think that's as much of the dog as I need. I don't need 50 scenes with the dog. I don't need it to be like Super Pals or Super Friends, that the animated Super Pets. I don't need
Super
that.
Pets.
Super Pets. I had 3 supers I had to get there. What did you think of the dog?
I think it was. I mean, there's not really how much I know about the dog, except that I saw you come and he starts dragging him home and like him kicking up the ice.
Dude, it's gonna be awesome.
Which we saw in there where it was growing. We saw the Fortress Solitude growing, so we all know he's trying to get that green crystal. Yeah. He's trying to throw it and it's trying to build.
I can't wait to see that part. I was skeptical on Crypto when they showed him in one of those reveal posters a few months ago, and I was like, oh, it might be too soon for all of that. But it looked good. I thought that part looked okay. Dude, I'm liking the color scheme of this whole thing. It's very different than the Snyderverse stuff. We knew that was going to happen. We got bright reds, blues, yellows, lots of
Yeah.
cool stylized shots.
It's
Nothing,
not dark and
Snyder's over his
gritty.
nose.
It's like
Right. Mhm.
it's a very bright, which Superman is a very bright type of
Right.
character anyways, other than what Snyder did with him, which he took a very darker tale of the DC universe. So
Yeah, I liked. I said to a friend earlier, I need my superheroes to be doing superhero stuff, and the money shot for me, the whole trailer could have just been him sliding in that half slow motion thing, shielding the little girl from the explosion, moving her aside, and then taking off to go do battle. Like that's it. That's Superman. That's quintessentially Superman for me. Big Blue is supposed to do stuff like that. Period. That's what I need him to do. It looks like it's pretty good. I was digging the I know a lot of people didn't like the music, but I like the electric guitar bit of like the classic theme. And then of course they cued it into some of the percussion. That's my shot right there. They cued it into some percussive beats, like where he smashes his way out of the glass. It's like boom. I'm like, oh, okay. All right, it's a Superman movie. Good. Because I need that. I need this to be as positively charged, like the pink slime from Ghostbusters 2. I need that in this movie. I absolutely need that. I can't do gritty anymore. I'm done. I'm over it.
one of the things that I liked is this shot right here, because another thing they always have in Superman is that he always just he just has glasses on, and that people don't know what he is. But here, you can see they actually changed his hairstyle. Like he looks different than what Superman looks like. So it's a little bit more.
Here.
Yeah,
he's kind of a Jim Bro Harry Potter in this picture a little bit, because the dude's still 6'4", like 235.
Yeah, he's
still
a big boy.
Big dude. I mean, he's not Cavill big. Let's pump the brakes. You know what I'm saying? But he looks the part, and I'm down for that. I think the costume looks pretty good. I was sketchy on the collar for a little while, but I'm like, aesthetics. Probably some people are gonna like it. Some people aren't gonna care. Some people are gonna hate it. But I thought I like the S. I like that he's got the shorts back on. Like that's kind of like a classic look. We've kind of gotten away from that as things have gotten more cynical in the last 10, 15 years. I like to throw it back. Shorts, yellow, bright blue.
It's like when they released the X-Men and they weren't in their classic X-Men suit. They're in those black spandex things as one team instead of their classic outfits.
And then what happened in X-Men and Wolverine? They waited 15 years and they did what? Put him in the yellow, and what happened?
It took them 13 years to put him in the yellow.
Dude, and when the hood came on, my theater went nuts. That's all I'm saying. But that's a different movie. This movie here, I'm hoping against hope. It's great. I think for me, we were just talking about casting. I think the cast looks great, like who they picked.
There's a shot from Lois Lane.
Looks just like Jennifer Connelly, dude. 30 years.
It does not look like Jennifer Connelly.
Yes, it does. Now bring up the picture that I shared you. I know we don't have it queued up. You know what I mean? They definitely look similar. I like the casting, but I wonder if there's character overload just based. It looks like they shoveled everything into this movie. And I don't want this to be like a Justice League situation where they're just rushing into giving too many people what they want to amount to meaningful screen time too quickly. We've seen a Green Lantern. We saw a Hawk Girl. Just a Terrific's in there. Metamorpho's in there. Lex Luthor and God knows who else is in there, with him. That's pretty looking good.
Shot of Lex Luthor there, who's also known as Beast in the X-Men First Class series.
Listen, if we put some James Bond hair on Nicholas Hoult, he could be young James Bond in a reboot. He looked good in that. Throw that back up there. Like put that back up for a second, right? That's Bond, James Bond. Look at him. He's just got the wrong gun. But the look is there. He could pull that off. I wonder if he was in the running at any given point.
Maybe
for any of these flicks. But yeah, dude, what do you think? Is there just too much going on in this thing? We see they hinted a bunch of plot angles on top of the character angles. Where he's getting, he's getting, not attacked by people throwing garbage at him at one point, but we know they're working that angle in. There's the lowest angle. We saw Pa Kent. Dude, I love anything between Clark and his dad is probably going to get me. You know what I mean? It just will. It always does.
Here's a good shot of the big talk is Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner Green Lantern.
Oh, I don't think that's the big talk. I think the big talk is the yeah.
And then you see Hawk Girl here in the background, but then you get a better shot of her.
We get flight of her, right?
Yeah,
Like
where
she's
she's
airborne and
flying.
yeah, I thought that was I saw her.
Yeah, I'm trying to scrub through it to find it.
She's
It's
coming
okay.
in right to left. I know the part you're talking about. It's like
Yeah.
it's a quick
There it
flyby.
is.
There it
Got
is.
it.
Perfect. Nicely done. That it looks that looks great, dude. What's the deal with the dragon? Like, what is that about?
I don't
Somebody
know.
explain that to
Like
me.
there's this beast that's shooting fire at
Right.
Superman.
Is this like a Game of Thrones mashup? Is like Daenerys back with like a dragon just trying to
And
get
then you
some
have
revenge?
this
I don't
thing
know.
here in the
Yep.
background while he's talking to Lois.
Like Clark, look outside. Look outside. We got no time for love, Dr. Jones. Look outside. You know,
And
there's a
then
lot of cool stuff going on here.
there's a shot of
That's your
Mr.
boy.
Terrific.
Yep. And he looks like he's shielding somebody, I think, in the next frame, right?
Yeah, because all of his power is technology based. He's not a
Right.
meta human. So
Right.
yeah, I miss that.
There's a couple other little just good looks where like we get that one shot where Superman's pushing something heavy like out of his way, probably because it's about to fall on somebody or God only knows.
Yeah.
Like I need that kind of stuff. That's what I want to see. Like there's the part where the little kid's pushing up the flag and then he calls out for Superman. I'm like, dude, that's the best. Like, cause dude's just gonna touch down and go to work. I love that.
Yeah.
This feels like Superman to me. I think I'm ready for this in July. I'm really ready for this.
There was a quote from the lead actor who said beforehand when he was talking about Henry Cavill as Superman. And I think that he gets to live up to his quote here of what he wants to be, his pie in the sky ambition. He actually gets to live this out.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Yeah, I love the Henry Cavill dark and gritty take, but I'd love to see the next one be very bright and optimistic. Dude, that might have gotten him the job. That might have been like the magic two-liner that got him the job, like during casting and interviews and things like that, or just interviews ahead of time might have put him on Gunn's radar subconsciously. I'm like, oh yeah, who's that dude? He's been in some other stuff, but he wants to do a fun, hopeful, optimistic take on the thing. Oh, that's kind of what I want to do. I don't want to do neck snapping, gritty Man of Steel thing as much as I like Cavill in the role. Just the more I look back at the movie, the story itself, that's not what I wanted. I didn't need the world. I didn't need the Pa Kent teaching him to be skeptical of the world. That doesn't jive with me, you know, but yeah, this trailer is looking pretty slapping, dude. I'm glad it came out today, like the next day after the teaser, because that was a bit of a ball wash. I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
I was like, there's not enough here. And then it had a different version of the music though. Then if you caught that, the version yesterday had the more of the choral, like that thing. And then we get the Electric Maverick riff, like the Halo Mjolnir mix of the main theme in this one. I thought it was all right. Some people weren't digging it. I'm like, I like mix-ups of classics.
And as I was looking up stuff, one of the things I did notice on IMDb is that it's not called Superman Legacy. It's called Superman.
Oh, wait, was it ever officially Legacy, or is that just something fandom was calling it? I thought I saw that in print.
Yeah, I thought it was Superman Legacy too. I thought I saw that in print. Like that's what they called it. But no, it is in IMDb. It is Superman 2025.
Then we will change the title of this video before we publish it. We will take that word right out of there. Yeah, so I think that's going to do it for us on the trailer review for Superman 2025, not Legacy. We're going to keep our fingers crossed for truth, justice, and the American way. And we'll see you when we see you, I guess, right?
Yeah, I think that's it. See ya.